G'day all, Dadovitchnic here, and a beautiful sunrise on the multiplayer server, and it's going to show you what I've been working on lately. I've got a bit of lag at the moment, so travelling's a bit interesting. Okay, as you can see off in the distance, we seem to have some chunk loading issues there. Very interesting. Look at that, underground there. Weird. Okay, well, you can see it's basically a large wood structure. This is... don't really want to go over those. This is basically going to be a giant tree with a mob trap in the middle of it, or a mob farm in the middle of it, I should say. And I plan to have gardens and things in there as well, all up in the tree area, and not actually a whole lot down below. As you can see, it does go down to the floor, the ocean floor here. My tree farms here, which I'm using to get enough timber to build this sucker. Working on there, just pretty basic things there. Yep, here we go. Let's try just sinking for a bit and see if that fixes it. Not quite sure why it does that. Whenever I get out of the boat, it just goes stupid. Anyway, as you can see, these are just simple lines of trees. We've got pumpkins in behind them, wood underneath, two lines, two rows, about 30 each. Gives me a good amount of wood. Now, the only hassle I've got here, of course, is that because these are wood, when I chop these trees down, I have to manually remove these leaves along the front here, which is not really a great problem. I have actually harvested some of the leaves as I've been going along there. There's a few odds and sods I brought with me to kick things along. Okay, we've got one floor here. Now this was the level here with the ground. Upwards we have this. As you can see, both the farms down there are temporary. I just want the pumpkins for lighting, and the wheat obviously in case I need food or to get animals here. Now this is the bottom of the mob trap here. That's about 25 blocks, so things will definitely die at the moment, and I can probably shift that a bit later. Now, this is able to be turned on and off. At the moment the switch is here. However, I'm going to conceal it over here behind some wood. And I will have a couple other lines going upwards to the other farms, which will be a melon and pumpkin farm. Now, I'm going to have a wheat farm in here as well, but I haven't quite worked that one out yet. All sorts of interesting things we can have. And I probably will have a chicken and cow farm, but they'll be down below. Now, speaking about down below, well, first of all, I'll just take you up the stairs here. Okay, stairs basically finish here. I'm using that to get up here and put the wood down. We have a ladder here to get up into the mob traps. One floor is completely closed off. The bottom floor is sandstone. As you can see, I've got this pretty well laid out. Very, very simple. 8x8 spawning squares with anti-spider half slabs. We've got the redstone lamps in the ceiling for light. I have compacted this a little bit from the first one that I had. That's just in there so I don't fall down and kill myself. Although, I don't really need that anymore, do I? Until I take these out. Righto, obviously I made a endless water source there, infinite water source. Now we'll just go up and have a look at the lighting. Bear in mind I have changed this a little bit from the bottom one. Basically this floor, the bottom one has a 2-high thing and the water starts here. This one, it's going to be totally underneath the spawning pads. So I'll save a level and make it even. As you can see, I've gone outside the spawning area to put these, make sure the redstone gets around, and I've tried to make it as even as possible. Now this will eventually come in over this side, so that's going to save me a bit of trouble, and it'll be fairly even on all sides. So once again, these just go too high, so I just add more wood like so, and then fill it in. Water source blocks go here, out to the centre, and mobs fall down the big hole there in the middle. I'll chuck a couple more layers on this. It's not going to be huge. I'm not going above sky limit or anything like that. I'll probably only have maybe 4, maximum of 5 floors. At the moment I've got 2, and I'm working on a 3rd, so this will not go much higher. That'll give me plenty of room for my other farms, which will also feed into the mob hole. That's what I'm planning at the moment anyway. That'll be a pumpkin and melon farm at least. Now moving down. Nice staircase coming down here. You can see we've got some basic pumpkin farms here. I put that torch there because there wasn't enough light here, and the seeds kept bouncing up out of the ground. Very, very basic wheat farm. I'll harvest this once I need to. Down here I've got a portal which takes me a bit of a shortcut back, basically. That's all. It just goes down to bedrock, and there is absolutely nothing down there at this stage. The interesting side is down here, if I remember rightly. Yes, takes me down. Gets me some obsidian and some lava. And, ooh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Very, very nice. Yeah. I've got my silk touch pick upstairs, so I'll pick those up later. The lava here goes down far enough. We've got some other interesting ores there, which will be very, very nice later on. This particular cave system, I've lit it all up. Basically just went through to clear it so I didn't have mobs coming up underneath me. Now I still get the odd enderman zipping in from who knows where. There's a ravine, not a very large one, running through here. Now, there's still a few dark spots up the top there, I suppose. And as you can see, it's not a very large one at all. There's a couple other caves here that I've gone through and lit up. Big noises from that. And a simple staircase which takes you up to my treehouse. I'm planning at the moment just be picking up the materials by standing in here. I will have to be careful because skeletons will probably shoot through that. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I'm sort of reserving the idea of making this able to do EXP as well. I'd just do that by raising the floor up a bit with pistons. But at the moment it's just a simple kill trap, and that's just there for decoration more than anything else. Ooh, spooky music. So yeah, pretty much you will notice all this is filled in. I did that with some cheaty sand generators, which means I now have a rather large amount of sand. I did turn a bit of that into sandstone because the small amount that I bought over here ran out as I was working on it. I have got some more, but I'll see how that goes really. I'm thinking of putting pumpkins up there just to light up the bottom. I really like the way that looks. So you'll see this from the inside as we go over here. You can see that it turns into wood up there, and that looks pretty nice too, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely a case of form following function up there. Where are we? Jump up here. Simple chest, crafting table. I bought a heap of blaze rods. This is some clay that I dug out. I've got a few of those in here at the moment. I don't really have a particular use for it at this stage, but hey, you never know. Might be something I wanted to use brick blocks for or something of that nature. Okay, I've got redstone lanterns. I've got a stack more, and I have I suppose a bit of an interesting idea about those. I'll just have to see how that pans out, and so will you, because I'm not telling you what I'm going to do with them. It's my I've got a fortune pick there, somewhere around here. I should have a silk touch pick too. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. You see, I've been through the nether a few times. Got plenty of pumpkins there. A little bit more sandstone. Plenty more wood and glass, which I also converted some of this stuff to. Because I've been cutting down so many trees, I've got plenty of apples, so I've been pretty much eating those. As you can see, I just go away, do something, come back, harvest this, replant it, and go away and do something. And I have got a lot of wood, pretty much all the wood, spare wood that I had back at my base. Over here now, there's not a lot back there at all. However, there's plenty more that can be made. Yeah, the sand generators, I've shown you those before. Basically, it was just a very simple one, just drops 2 down, spread it out with a smart piston, which just spread it out to 12 by 12. And once I start off from a central point, which is pretty much in the middle of that tube there, and once I reached the point where I wanted to, I just ran over and broke the piston off, so that the rest of them continued out. It's a very, very simple way of doing things, and it worked all right. So I have got it down there. There was some digging out. It was deeper on that side than it was on this side, and I've just levelled the floor out there. But on the whole, it wasn't too bad. Not very hard at all. Like I said, my controls, I am planning at this stage, or thinking about having them here, where I'll just put a couple extra logs out here and run them up behind that. I'll just have to see how that works out. So you won't be able to see these redstone lines like this one here. Because although I did think that would be alright, I really don't like the look of it here. I would just want to have what looks like a tree with all the other stuff hidden. Right, as we go upstairs, as this goes out, it will branch out. So there's going to be huge branches going out each side of it. It's going to go up for a ways yet, and then the leaves will be out from the top of that. And yeah, those redstone lanterns will be incorporated in that, and I'm not going to tell you exactly how at this stage, but I'm hoping that the look will work out nicely. Anyway, that's all I've got here. I really haven't done that much at the other side, and I've been working on a couple other series at the moment, so not a whole lot of other things have been done. Okay, well, I'll keep on going with this. Having said that not a whole lot's been done, obviously it's taken me quite a while just to get to this stage, and there is a long way to go yet, as you can see. So this will be a work in progress for quite some time, I imagine. And I dare say all I'll be doing is giving you the odd update as to exactly where I am, and we'll see. So it could be some time before this actually gets aired. Okie dokie, I haven't really decided what to do about the doors yet. At the moment they're just open. I have got them where I want them. I want one over there and 2 over this side. That may change, not sure. So I've got one here and one is through here. Now at the moment this is just a build station. This will probably be changed. I dare say down there I'll eventually have my storeroom. Not really sure what I'll do with this. It'll probably just be a nice entranceway, and I'll try and might even redo the staircases once I've got it finished. And I'll see how all that pans out later on. Obviously I'm not going to be using any lava here because I don't want the entire thing to burn down, and hopefully nobody comes along with any flint and steel to destroy my hard work here. Okay. The only difficulty I've had in here is the odd Enderman coming in and stealing the dirt blocks before the pumpkins can grow. And I have a feeling that's what happened to the torch that I had here. I did have it up on a block of dirt and it suddenly disappeared. Okay, well, that's all we've got at the moment, so I'll catch you later. Okay, well that's 4 floors done, so I'm pretty happy with those results. We go up. So as we go up I sort of compacted the design, so it's expandable. I can always add more onto this. That's why this wiring's done like so. So as you can see, it comes up here and it's going to be totally under the pad, the centre that they drop down. So I can make this up pretty much as high as I like. Within reason, basically, because once you get out past the 47 or 40 squares, the mobs stop moving, which pretty much negates this thing. Now I could always make one of those cone ones with lots and lots of pushers, pistons, and I may change this later on for that. We'll see how it goes. Both of them sort of take up about the same amount of room. This one's probably got more spawnable areas than the pusher one has, but the pusher one is a lot more efficient. So they sort of equal each other out, I suppose. The drops off this spawn rates aren't super fast on this, but then again I've only lit up one section of caves, and I know there's another one down there because I can hear the mobs in it. But just to give you a rough idea of how quick it can be. So we'll just turn it off there, and as you can see the light's going off up there. As we drop down, now we're well and truly out of the 27 square, which prevents the mobs from spawning. And where are we? Here we go. There's one there. Now I only had this running for a fairly short time, and I've got a few goodies out of it so far. Now I have actually got spiders dropping, as you can see just there, which is rather interesting. I must have misplaced at least a couple of those half slabs. It was always the idea I've got from watching other videos is that if you haven't got a 3x3 area, spiders can't spawn. That might not be the case anymore. Okay, and with the drops, I've just got this here, just very simple, just to wash all the drops down to this side. And they will still die falling into those water. I haven't actually seen one drop into this secondary block here while I've been doing that. I suppose if it did happen, we'd have to see, wouldn't we? And of course, being SMP, you'll always get drops flying all over the place. So I've got the zombie flesh going in around the back here, and I may change that out later on. Okay, anyway, so that's that. Okay, as I said, I told you I hadn't lit this place up. This is right next to here. I could hear something jumping down in water, and here we go. So I just killed a creeper. There's another one. Get away from me. It's a pretty good bow, this one. Wow, okay. To light this place up. Obviously we're below the sea bottom here. I don't think anything will be able to form up there. Always be generous with the torches. Alright. Okay, well that's that one gone. No, I've got plenty of coal. Wow. Pretty decent coal vein, this one. Right. Okay, well that's that one gone. More coal down there. I'll leave it there for the moment. If we ever need it, I know where it is. However, I am getting that. Righto, well I'll close this back up. And I'll fill that back in with some smooth stone later on. You see, washes it all down towards me nicely. Thank you very much. And I've turned that on, so it should stop any of the mobs drops. No worries. Okay, I'll catch you later.